I've been thinking a lot lately about Andalusia and the expulsion of Jews from Spain in 1492, and just there's lessons there for these kind of intolerant times, and it's a need for tolerance. And so I'm remembering a poem that I wrote several years ago when I was traveling through Andalusia. This poem's called Cordoba, and I was sitting in a plaza in Cordoba, and I noticed the doves there had these very serious expressions on their faces. And I just stared at them, and it really haunted me. And yeah, on my way home, I wrote this poem. Cordoba, the white doves never abandon the kiln on the Rio Guadalquivir, where theology and passion ruptured the firewall. The magma of the species hurled at brethren. Averaged verbs expel, inquire, ascended to nouns, notorious and capital, expulsion, inquisition. At millennium, the white doves no longer sing, nor do they make leisure of their gift. Seldom do they fly for holiday. The doves are not as white as their ancestors. Smudges of black and gray mar their wings, their torsos. A flashback of the fall, wanting in their fathers. The white doves of Cordoba observe the plaza from a blackened iron lamppost, a dreadful tower wrought from the species' darkest forge. Perhaps a futile vigil. Who would heed these still and sullied birds, were it not for the horrid continence of their razor faces, the smolder of eyes that witness hell, beaks cocked, shoulders arched to swoop. The doves, once righteous spies above the heretics, now keepers of a citadel against the zealous. Would that they multiply, would that they emigrate. Thanks. So, next poem I'm reading is called, it's inspired by this neighborhood here. If you hang around outside, you see these starlings. And yeah, one night I was coming home, I used to work in this neighborhood, I saw those birds, and yeah, they kind of made an intense impression on me. I came up with this poem, Starlings Eve. Before the departure, the starlings perform a bleak festival. Above the plaza for the wretched, black and gold birds whirl in the evening sky. Below them, addicts prop against Doric columns. Psychotics spew their radioactive verbs. Maimed workers limp their way home. The starlings deliver one final air show, the chorus of dive bombers. One final song, a symphony of shards. High on a gnarled branch, inside the brittle leaves, a weathered nest protects the young, its lacings frail, unfastened. A house is never more a home than the morning before the sheriff. The sky is never a deeper blue than the evening before the bombs. The trees grasp and we grasp. A lover will leave, a parent will die. That letter, tendered on a forever stamp, will never receive a reply. Unloved birds perform their circus. Amidst crumbling leaves, this homeless man watches the air show. A cold wind steals my cart. Invoice. First I became a stranger in my own land. Now I am a stranger in this body. Whose hands are these? I think they belong to the boss. Whose feet are these? They go where they are told. They must belong to the boss as well. Whose mouth is this? I think it is mine, but it hasn't spoken in a very long time. Whose skin is this? There is a bill of sale, but I cannot read. Who sold it? Who bought it? Whose thoughts are these? They did not come from this body. They did not come from this land. Only the new ones are mine. The Garbage Men. They come while you sleep and they wake you, clanking their truck, rattling their giant cans. They take what you leave for them: torn clothes, worthless paper, broken toys. They return in your dreams and ignore you. They cruise right by in their noisy truck and don't pick up a thing. But if you learn their language, if you trade shoes with them and follow their dance, they free you. They take everything you want to be rid of. Black molasses. Light cannot pass through me. I swallow every spark. I put out each candle. I smother the street lamp. I douse the lighthouse. The moon, the sun, and the day, down they go in my distillery. Everything bright milled by my night. There I make them black like me. There I make them pure like me. When I am ready, I make the world sweet. Give me flour, I make gingerbread. Give me water, I become rum. Give me an audience, I become music. I am black molasses. I go the speed that I choose. They say I move slow, but really I move free. In this sugar, you meet freedom. In this sugar, you become 4-alarm cool. The bongo of minutes, the gong of the hours, simple flickers on the still of your soul. Thanks. Waterproven. I was the weatherproof street person, armored by a metal hide against all falling water. No rain could reach me, not the torrents of January, not the flurries of March. Beneath my tarp, I was parched as a sidewalk in August. Under my doorway, angry as an electric hot plate, on overnight with no pan to burn. Vodka was wasted on me. It slid down my gullet, bypassed my organs. After useless swallows, I broke each bottle on the thirsty sidewalk. Bible thumpers hosed me down. They poured the Holy Spirit on my head, only it slid off my dirty hair, ran down my arms, dripped from my fingers. More water for the desert sidewalk. Then one morning, I felt it in the fog. I knew it was his breath. My rabid fire that could burn down tenements, whooshed in fog. My oil rig roar, sissed to a birthday candle. Beneath the tin roof of my shelter, one drop of dew became a garden. The sidewalk gone, I lie curled beside his fountain, the fire in me gentle as the stars. El Dorado. Outside at first light, intent to explore the familiar at an unfamiliar hour. Intent to explore the familiar by an unfamiliar beam. That amber glow which nuzzles the curve of the earth. I walk along my street and look upon the trees, the scars on their breasts, their broken hands and buried feet, creatures firm against the hours. I observe the fire hydrant, witness its worker body, its slumberless vigil. I behold the crosswalk and lamp, the stop sign and parking meter. I decipher their runes. I survey the asphalt, its amused wrinkles, its grandfatherly brow. Pie crust for a savory earth. Shadows rise from the west. They accent the trees. Shadows dissolve in the morning, leaving me tall, leaving me stout. I emerge from my silhouette to stand on the street, my street paved with gold. Trespasser shoes. Shoes perfect for the fastest dance. Shoes so cool, even jaywalkers swoon. Shoes that scale barbed wire. 2 taps and you're invisible to every cop and guard. Shoes that violate the dress code. Shoes that never came in a box. The shoes that skip over stairs, that short-circuit escalators. 3 taps and you leap above. Foul lines, flagpoles, border checkpoints. Trespasser shoes, polished with a darker shade of saint, hiding in your closet, waiting to walk on water. Ocean stones. Oldest children of the ocean, they drift on the mother's floor, then appear on beaches alongside infant shells. Beaches, borders of surrender between sand and desire, borders of surrender between inhale and drown, where stones breathe first air, and waves above them push them to cross, as waves above them push them to me. Jewels of Eve, bits of fossil rainbow, mother of ruby, mother of emerald, perhaps fallen from mosaics of a queen's underwater room. These keepers of mystery older than the moon. I forsake all shells, those delicate tokens favored by beachcombers. Beauties held fragile, mouths held to your ear. They talk to you, but cannot speak of what they do not know. From wet sand, I dislodge the stones and bring them home. There they nest on my windowsill, alongside feathers, alongside bones. Ocean stones, no longer ocean wet, dry as salt crackers. Escaped are their colors, absent is their glow. Still I whisper to them, tell me of oceans, tell me of mysteries. But these are not shells that speak a shallow language. These are their mother's children that do not answer me. A man who breathes only air. Thanks. Flavor of lemon. Bake your pie of lemon. Invite the forbidden one over. There is no time for plates and silverware. Eat it with her as fast as you can. Destroy the evidence. Before she leaves, lick every crumb from her face. Cupid's dark twin hands you the handsome fruit. He tells you, smell it. Isn't this exquisite? I dare you to taste it, but if you like it, if you want more, laws will be passed against you. In a ball of innocent yellow, a flavor that strips your varnish. This is the taste of love's confusion. This is the taste of love's certainty. His nakedness that begs for sugar clothes. The sky will rain sour, no umbrella, no lifeboat. The lifeguards laugh. You must drown. Then bake your pie, savor the last slice. Save him the last slice. Savor the last slice. So I've got one more poem. It's called Love Poem Number 8. I've written so many love poems, I have to number them. This love is big, so big it takes forearms to carry. This love is gaudy, radiant. This love is a prize-winning pumpkin. This love is weightless, minute, so light it rides on dandelions, so small it glides through keyholes. This love is the comb of hummingbirds. This love is risk. It spins your heart on the roulette wheel. It flashes switchblades with the devil. This love is the guts to bet your life. This love is alchemy. It changes soda into absinthe. It turns weeds into redwoods. This love is the voodoo of saints. All right, thank you very much.